Greetings everyone, Joseph James with the Nightly Newsletter, brought to you by schooloftrade.com. Today was May 20th, 2009, and before we get into the live trade room results from this morning, I want to bring you guys up to speed on that early bird trade setup. Now guys, the early bird is a powerful trade setup that we use early in the morning, around 3 a.m. Eastern Time when the eurex markets are opening up, and we use a strong correlation between two markets, between the DAX and the Euro stocks, to take this setup, and it's a very consistent setup. It's a powerful setup, and it's a great way for us to get our morning off with a bang. And of course, this morning, our early bird trade gave us the signal long. And if you guys need the rules for this, come join us as a member of a free trial or as a lifetime member, and we'll go over the rules that apply to the early bird setup. But at 3 a.m., we knew ahead of time we were going to be getting long, and then we had to wait for price to do a couple specific things. Well, this morning we had a couple things on our side. We had a long signal fire off on our wave indicator, so that always gets us in the mood for a long trade to begin with. We, of course, then had to wait for our entry to come back to our trigger line in order to see the momentum curling in our direction. And guys, when it was all said and done, we were up 27 points. That's taking profit at 4, at 8, and then trailing our stop, catching that runner to lock in more profits. Now at $32 a point per contract, 27 points in the DAX this morning, guys. That's 2 days in a row now of double-digit winners on this early bird. I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow. Now, I want to remind you guys that our live trade room opens up every morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this trade room is available to trial members and lifetime members. So if you're just joining us, sign up for a free 3-week trial, or join us as a lifetime member and come join us tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, job number one every morning is always the same. We identify the type of markets that we see. We look for news events, and we look for price action in the form of the type of market, whether it be trending or sideways type of price action in the market we see. Once we identify it properly, we can then use job number two, which is to adjust accordingly. Now, because we have news events to worry about, we want to find our windows of opportunity. We use a very simple alarm clock to do that. And we also want to adjust our trade zones. In other words, based upon what type of market it is we're seeing, we're then going to adjust how we are entering these trades, and we define our trade zones accordingly. Those are those yellow boxes that you see on our screenshots, on our charts. Now, job number 3 becomes very easy if we did the first 2 jobs correctly, and that is now, once we've identified, then adjusted accordingly, we now wait patiently for price to come to us, we let our rules do the trading, and we execute according to plan. 1, 2, 3, it's very simple. A mechanical approach to trading, no interpretation needed. We follow a simple set of rules, and as you guys can see, it works very well for all kinds of different markets. Now remember, our methodology is going to work based upon the fundamentals of liquid markets. That is fear and greed, which means I can put this on a faster time frame, a slower time frame. I can trade gold futures, I can trade DAX futures, I can trade the Russell, the YM, the S&P. Anything will work because the fundamentals are there in our setups. But come join us in the trade room. I'll tell you guys all about it, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, on this snapshot, this is one of the trades we took live in the room this morning. This is the gold futures contract off the NYMEX. Symbol is GC, as in Gold Charlie or George Charlie. Slower time frame on the left, faster time frame on the right. And of course, we defined our trade zones as these yellow boxes. And you'll see we've marked up this one particular trade with this yellow arrow down 3 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock, just before the U.S. market opened up. 9:03 this morning, our entry was at 29.4. Remember, the gold market ticks in 0.10 increments. So on this trade, we made 12 ticks. That's 1.2 points. And at $10 a tick, guys, at one contract, that's $120 on one trade per contract. Price in this case broke into our trade zone from the upside. So it entered into our trade zone, giving us plenty of room to take this short trade. So this is one of the trades that was called live at 9 o'clock this morning on the gold market. Now we were also taking trades on the DAX market this morning. This is your DAX futures. Symbol is FDAX. This trades on the eurex exchange. Slower time frame on your left, faster time frame on your right. Now for this particular trade, this was a late morning trade, and we've seen a lot of this happen recently where we have kind of that lull around 10:45 to 11 o'clock, and then 11:15 we see this big increase in price action and usually a lot more volume, which allows us to get into some of these trades later on in the morning session. This case was no different. Price traded into our predefined trade zones. This time, of course, it traded into the upside, And then, of course, we took a long off the failed attempt at re-entering into our bracket. We know how to trade sideways brackets. We can trade the extremes or we can play the breakouts. In this case, we played the breakouts. And of course, at 11:30 a.m., our entry on this was at 34 even. That's 50-34 even. And a very small winner here, just 3 points, but at $32 per point. All right, guys, these nickels and dimes quickly add up along the way to our daily goal. Once again, guys, another winning trade called live in the room this morning. Let's do a quick recap. Our live trade room, it opens up at 7:30 a.m. It's available to trial members or lifetime members. We trade 6 different markets: the S&P, the mini Dow, the Russell, the Nasdaq, DAX, gold, and guys, we've traded everything from T-notes to crude oil to corn, soybeans, and wheat. Whatever futures market, we can trade it with our methodology. Any time frame, any market, and we'll show you guys live in real time on the charts in front of you in our trade room. We make live trade calls. We call out the exact entry. We call out the targets and our stops, and we show you guys every step of the way of how we manage our trades. You'll see everything from scratch. And it's going to give you guys plenty of opportunity for questions. Now, our methodology is one that embraces patience and discipline. So as you can imagine, all right, there is some time where we're going to be waiting for these trades to set up. In those times, there's plenty of opportunity to ask questions, and I'm gladly going to give away a lot of our rules, a lot of the information, and we like to think that most of the free information that we give away in our trade room every day is what other educators are charging thousands of dollars for. So stop wasting your money, come join us in our trade room, get the education you guys need to be seeing consistent daily profits in your trading on any market. Right? Any of you guys stuck trading the S&P right now, wish you had a methodology that would trade and work on other markets consistently? Well, guys, the James Wave method of trading is exactly what you need. You're going to see the market in a different way because of the way in which we look at the market. And of course, you guys can have a free 3 weeks as part of the trial. So go to our homepage, sign up for our free trial, or send us an email at sales@schooloftrade.com. Give us a call. Fantastic trading in the trade room this morning. I think we had 7 trades, 6 of which were winners. We're coming out with new setups every single day. So come join us. Once again, my name is Joseph James. Keep in touch for more and hope it helps.